Wildflow Land and Wildlife Management was founded in 2018 with the desire and passion to develop and maintain natural habitat and its wildlife. Our mission is to create future values and opportunities for all of our customers, their properties, and the wildlife that call them home. We want to take you along on this journey in our video series, Taking on the Wild, where we bring you along on this wildlife adventure that we call every day.
What's up, guys? Trey Self here, Lead Foreman for Wildflow Land and Wildlife Management, Eastern North Carolina. Today, we're on a farm in Beaufort County. Been out here mulching some lanes and putting in some food plots. While we were here, we noticed these ditches were extremely overgrown. So we got permission from the landowner to come out here with the excavator, this Yamaha 80, paired up with a Shear-X mulching head. And we're cutting all the trees and vegetation off the banks to make it easier to clean up and for better drainage in the future.
Hey everybody, Jacob Lyle with Wildflow. I'm out here in Beaufort County, North Carolina with my good friend Will Tulloss. I'll let him introduce himself and talk a little bit about why we're both out here today.
Hey everyone, my name is Will Tulloss. I'm a consulting forester with Mazur Tulloss Associates LLC out of Wilson, North Carolina. Today we're on the Pungo River Farms tract, just on the east side of Beaufort County. Jacob referred me to this client of his down here last December. They've got a big, about 1,000-acre farm down here that's a former Weyerhaeuser tract that a lot of the pine plantation here needed to be thinned, both from a commercial and age standpoint, and as well as improving the wildlife habitat here on this tract.
And we also worked together to kind of map out some strategic cuts, like some small patch clear cuts to convert to food plots, as well as like a 30-foot right-of-way on both sides of the driveway coming in through the property, leading to the customer's cabin all the way at the end. So it helped create a really nice, pretty, long, aesthetically pleasing entrance that we will convert to about a 30-foot shooting lane on each side. Probably perennial clover and some chicory. That way you've got a lot of opportunity to see deer and turkeys on your way in and on your way out.
So prior to the thinning that we did here, when you walk through this tract, there was really little to no herbaceous growth or really anything growing in the understory other than pine straw and worms. So just since the thinning, we've already got favorable plants coming back, grapevine right here. Some of the things that we're going to try and get rid of will be the naturally regenerated loblolly pine saplings and sweet gum, and some of the other plants that really don't do much for wildlife. So as Jacob mentioned earlier, with a mid-rotation release or an understory release spray done via skidder application, that will get rid of some of the unfavorable hardwoods and plants and make way for the right plants that we want on this tract. And a combination with some burning after that, it's going to be prime time for deer, turkeys, and perhaps even quail. So already, just within 3 months after thinning, we've got sweet gum coming back, grapevine, a good bit of natural loblolly pine regeneration coming back as well. And again, the goal will be to get rid of some of that, but there's already a good grass component coming back as well that we'll want to save.
So we're standing here in a loading deck. The main entrance to this property is just off my left shoulder right here. So every time you come in and out of this property, you see this loading deck. A lot of times, you know, loading decks are more or less an eyesore. So our game plan with this is to take a bulldozer with a root rake, push it all up into the center, burn it, create a food plot. The wildlife opening or patch clear cut about 100 yards off my right shoulder. And so we've strategically placed a food plot and bedding habitat within close proximity of each other. Just so everybody knows, what would you say is your focal areas here in North Carolina and your niche within the timber world, so everybody knows and they can get in touch with you if they want some help?
I help private landowners with timber sales, timber appraisals, forest management, and all sorts of reforestation practices. I serve most all the counties in the eastern part of the state. My company is on Facebook, or you can contact me via email or cell phone.
Thanks for joining us today, everybody, on Taking on the Wild. If you would, please like and subscribe. Also, click on the bell. You'll get a notification of when our next episode's going to come out. For now, take care.